knocking out, pretend that I'm not home, cause I don't intend to roam in a realm of darkness. As a heartless carcass, my part in life is not quite complete. I got a whole lot of years ahead of me. Could it be maybe he made a mistake? This been a mistake, should take me off his hit list for now and wait until I'm old and ill and down to my last breath, or at least give me a chance to be more organized for this sort of life that lies ahead of me. We almost died, they say.
Infinidad de posibilidades abiertas, acostumbrados a la vida natural, eso me cae buscándome a mí mismo en esta vida. Socialmente no tiene nada que ofrecerme, pero lujos y los lujos no me gustan. Y el brujo me dijo que no habrá más tiempo para correr en estos 2 minutos. Paro, beso a mi familia en el templo de la selva. ¿Qué voy a hacer en 1 minuto? Voy a salvar a los que pueda, animales con una sonrisa, y en el último segundo seguro salvo a toda la tierra.
Receiving a mysterious notice of evacuation stating there's no time to gather my things. Meet at the red sandbox built over a graveyard of swings. I wanted to grab sentimental songs I have, but time is racing against me. Symbolically, the gathering park was full of leafless trees. Suddenly my energy fled and led me face to face with empty, instinctive captivity. Even fresh air was musty, where plenty of lost souls began tugging at my faded jeans. Chanting and crying spirits came in rains form, Lord, this is not a dream. How do you know my name? I plead. They answered, Father, death controls everything. Instantly, I became the essence of absolutely nothing.
The cold, chilling sensation that has grass time spun backwards, crystallizing all existing brain activity. Sonic, magnetic pulse, ultraviolet waves, radioactive pilots, chemically altering all dense molecules in the vicinity, glazed in injury, lashing its muscular, fleshy tongue at the stars. Metallic meteors plunge into my chest, forge in my lungs. Inferior am I to life, waging with death.
Every go massacre innocent passengers died in a plane crash. No wonder the pilot was wearing a black cloak and holding a simple example of death covered in black smoke. Taking the lost souls to the crossroads to become fossils, many skulls in a big pile of crossbones. Symbolize the aftermath. Take a dive into the fiery volcanic beast, feeding off the flesh.
What you gonna do when death comes knocking at your door?
There is no time to look behind, there is no time to look.
What you gonna do when death comes knocking at your door?
There is no time to look behind, there is no time to move.
You have just been invited to reside with the tightest MCs who reside on the side of the funk. Acidic funk, acidic funk. You have just been invited to reside with the tightest MCs who reside on the side of the funk. Acidic funk, acidic funk. Is anyone anywhere really ready for the never-ending power of the rain? Together we came to uplift your scriptures we wrote from the midst of our brain. When it hits you, remain calm if you can, man. But if you can't, then don't try to fight it, cause when it gets you excited, it means you've been ignited by acid rain. We are the artists which real reveal super ill skill until you feel real loose. Even then we'll still build to prove who's who. For we are the rain, the acid rain crew. Acidic funk, acidic funk.
Innovative motors with the forces of a baseline, hitting with the doses of a tight line. In time you'll see your mecha record, left the thought or two on. Enter into a brand new dimension. One funk acidic rhyme, drunk man sunk in a battle trying to mime. Beautiful notes to transform to stars. In a cosmic wave, waste waver away, waste wait for the word when I say who you say. Played with the world, juggling on your sword. Matches, fishing beyond all the holes. Or should I say the other way around? Sounds of definement, elements forgotten. Physical element talking, stalking out all the worn tracks mind.
Calm before the storm, prepare for acid rain. Burn a host of your umbrellas, going straight to your brain.
Acidic funk, acidic funk.
It's the calm before the storm, prepare for acid rain. Burn a host of your umbrellas, going straight to your brain.
Acidic funk, acidic funk.
Dealing with the rhythm and the rhyme, I hope you're digging the superior lyricism we're giving to your mind. Time traveling, living a divine eternity. Manhandling women and my solar heritage. Baby, please hear me out now. In order to get with this, you must walk the bridge of the cosmic age.
Walk the bridge of the cosmic age.
Originality, page by page. Tranquility within a mysterious object. Origin of color gray. Hey, today's another day to seize. Please don't think about tomorrow. It'll come sooner than you think. Relax and drink the night away. By the way, here's a blunt. Take a leap into the sky.
Don't say that you can't, cause you didn't even try. Why in the world, or should I say why in your world, would you try to fly into my world? That'll be self-suicide. Planetary forces will collide. Planetary forces will collide.
Although I dwell on the surface, my mind stay locked in the abyss to Mr. Sharks, Barracuda, Stingrays, and other fish. It's Blitzkrieg like a German Nazi squad. I storm in to make me transform my form from gas to liquid. When acid rain drops, stain brain source El Nino. Regretted from a tropical storms and hurricane. We going worldwide, every plateau and plane. A universal dispersal of thoughts, sorta like mind games. Not a Jedi Knight, but I did master myself. Not concerned about material, still I'm going for wealth. I got 12 jewels that'll worth the whole world, but I gotta keep my family draped in diamonds and pearls. You know what I'm saying? Trying to buy big homes for all my people. It's the calm before the storm, prepare for acid rain. Burn a host of your umbrellas going straight to your brain.
Acidic fun, acidic fun.
It's the calm before the storm, prepare for acid rain. Burn a host of your umbrellas going straight to your brain.
Acidic fun, acidic fun.
Antagonizing, overwhelming pain, secret operative, homicidal, hologram, cytoplasm and chromosomes extracted. Crusades of disturbed spirits inside a masochistic band. Vigorous interceptions of dull impulses, idle land, glass vases. Prison's vague recollection, erase malignant viral infections. Spread through a envious glance. Celestial images appear. Age acquires taste. Your life force becomes my souvenir. As the sky burns, causing earthquakes. Pangea separates.
I've been elected to electrify, injected with insecticide, invented by a dimension man with many different implements. My innocence is shocking, a power surge of words, becoming a bulging bolt of lightning striking as I'm psyching out my psychedelic self. The route I use is hella new and out of you, and out of you, I expect. We electrify, skeptics die. We neglect your cries, dissect your lies. We connect our minds and terrify. We electrify, skeptics die. We neglect your cry, dissect your lies. We connect our minds and terrify. We over the hill and throughout, you will feel this intricate rhyme thrower. Colder, bolder images get portrayed as pure negativity. Instantaneous, exemplary, dangerous remedy. Electrically, I electrify. I rip rap, brother. Rhythmic, emphatic, phonetically fly mechanically. Remain melancholy, Macaulay, coke and fully functional. Kick back, brother, ecstatic type guy. Energize, bringing life to whenever dying, decaying culture. To penetrate like vultures over you, while altering ulterior motives with motifs right over you. Deep within the LA underground, we hang and slang the perfect product on the street. So pick it up in for the beat and bump it. We got something fearsome for your eardrums. I utilize my rubberized therapeutic to cure some misfortunate individuals inflicted by the beast like society. I reach heights unfathomable on the mic. We electrify. We electrify. Skeptics die. We neglect your cry, dissect your lies. We connect our minds and terrify. We electrify. Skeptics die. We neglect your cry, dissect your lies. We connect our minds and terrify.
Have you ever noticed a 1 degree change in temperature?
Have you ever noticed some adults act immature?
Have you ever noticed a warning sign without any letters?
Have you ever noticed worse never gets better?
Have you ever noticed good things tend to rot and sour?
Have you ever noticed there's always a higher power?
Have you ever noticed the stench of suspicious characters?
Have you ever noticed when you're right, you're never sure?
Today I smell something fishy weighing down my Richter scale, so I went to the dollar store for the wizard aerosol to propel away the way I felt, stuck by a rotating belt of madness, whipping me into ashes, falling off vantage point cigarettes, disinfect situations, but first I paid the cashier. Wonder why street lights went off as soon as I left there. Sprayed the whole can, but I still feel the same. A square piece of paper, never to become a crane. Perceivability, accurately calculated shadows of my dark footprints, taking my eyes on an equal journey of unidentified accidents. I went to Griffith Park to sort out the missing pieces. On a slanted tree I climbed, my energy was abducted or punctured. Either way, I remained helpless, a baby's word falling from its nest in protest. When every branch decides to trap you in a maze, and your friends slap you in the face to snap you out of the phase.
Strange images, momentarily, detained senses, temporarily. My brain's entrance is open to beware of us for the confusion you appreciate the unknown, unexpected sights, literally hectic. Strange images, momentarily, detained senses, temporarily. My brain's entrance is open to beware of us for the confusion you appreciate the unknown, unexpected sights, literally hectic.
I've been given a gift of seeing the sick and twisted side of life, although I'd rather not. I really have no other choice but to enjoy the voice of reason breathing down my neck, receiving and observing disturbing sights so sick it makes my stomach twitch. I've been punished for too much of this everyday ugliness, running with my ethics and burying them alive before my eyes. Before I rise, I sleep with fear. I keep in it for it's my greatest enemy. From now into infinity, my divine divinity is certainly most perfectly passive, as if you wish you was who was the one which will construct an indestructible, invincible brigade to break the gate of fate, which makes me hate the underhanded deeds that take up all my time, since I'm the only one who pays much mind to every kind of sound that goes unnoticed. Alone I stand, a man, a plan to which I've been devoted. If only I could run the sky, I'd fly away and notice. Yes, fly away and notice.
Strange images, momentarily, detained senses, temporarily. My brain's entrance is open to beware of us for the confusion you appreciate the unknown, unexpected sights, literally hectic. Strange images, momentarily, detained senses, temporarily. My brain's entrance is open to beware of us for the confusion you appreciate the unknown, unexpected sights, literally hectic.
I've been evicted from a life I once depicted as my own, where I took the hands of strife into depletion zone. Should've known better, as mama would say, than the things smoke drink all night. Only the city pass every day. There is nothing left to wake up for. That's why I don't even answer my phone anymore. Have you ever encountered a loner who thrives on silence, only to make intentional mistakes and burning stakes of consequence?
When the world around you crumbles, humble yourself, or else you'll become another haunted, hopeless, wanted loser, left to use your intuition, even though it's in a state of wait a minute, what's going on? Beyond is on and on, knowing, ongoing, growing, crazy trip of noticing most everything I shouldn't be. Maybe I'm one of the wandering wanderers, wondering if this is just a test for me, and if it is, then let it be gone soon. This monsoon of
strange images, momentarily, detained senses, temporarily. My brain's entrance is open to beware of us for the confusion you appreciate the unknown, unexpected sights, literally hectic. Strange images, momentarily, detained senses, temporarily. My brain's entrance is open to beware of us for the confusion you appreciate the unknown, unexpected sights, literally hectic.
Dedicate this to all those who know themselves better than they know themselves, and walk around like they own everyone else. I meant that for last week. So did Stealing Lucy sounded straight out of the sky, placing right in front of you so we see eye to eye. You could try, move your little castle in the sand. Is it to be on land as it is in heaven? Foolish to build homes over lines of fall, breastfeeding wounds with idolized doll. In crystalline forms, one paradise's paradox of a snake ear but breathing inside the ox, who's raging for bulls as with negative pulls, clusters down to earth's core, and most of them are fools, using fancy industrial tools but forgetting about bread. Most necessities are overlooked by crooked hard heads, from the straight to the curly and even the tread. Ignorance paints towns red and aligns you amongst the dead. So instead of getting stuck in a stuck category, change the whole situation to uprise my story. Strange when you're locked inside yourself, a stranger. Concentrate, celebrate, danger. Strange when you lose yourself, a stranger. Elevate, yourself a stranger. Concentrate, celebrate, danger. Strange when you lose yourself a stranger. Elevate, out of there. Here, but you wish you were standing over there. Had a little makeup on and gel up your hair, so others would stare straight past that facade. How odd is it to talk in the posture of God? Cause that's what I hear when a lot of mouths are open. And the funny thing about it all is none of them are joking, poking around another's business as if in the world of Gumby for simple amusement and wear their clay dummies, cockfighting using humans as live bait. Hurry up and wait, only to wait. Saw Nate break a mirror when his reflection went fake. At times reality slap in the face is hard to take to the corner pawn shop and expect redemption. Close caption for those capping tension with friction and feeding it right back into the atmosphere. Please repeat the answer cause the question's not clear. Strange when you're locked inside yourself a stranger. Concentrate, celebrate, danger. Strange when you lose yourself a stranger. Elevate, out of there. Strange when you're locked inside yourself a stranger. Concentrate, celebrate, danger. Strange when you lose yourself a stranger. Elevate, out of there. Yo, what's going on? I feel funny. What the fuck is that? Shit. A stranger with the same face, name, and identity first took over my mind, and then my body followed slowly, though not at all willing. Spilling out guts with the hope of fulfilling every black hole, sucking out life by the billions, where I became oblivious of my own actions. When one thing goes wrong, everything does. Solid ground crumbling away into dust. Angels lost at the cost of my guardian, possessed by the son of Saturn, disguised as cotton. Only miracles rejuvenate fruits of life rotten, and that's not that often. Jump off the bandwagon and free myself from myself. With bare feet I'm running cause I don't want to melt, to rest eternally behind a belt that doesn't fit me. Change yourself from yourself and you will become weak. Strange when you're locked inside yourself a stranger, and nothing could be stranger. Strange when you lose yourself a stranger. Oh, a stranger.
Undoubtedly take part in no panic search. Week by week, day after day, I will ways of thinking. How does one predict an unpredictable predicament? How does one predict an unpredictable predicament? How does one predict an unpredictable predicament? Tell me how, tell me how, tell me how. Come here, little boy, what you don't know won't hurt you. Smuggling candy from the pockets of a stranger like me could earn you a quick visit to your already predestined casket. Do you not know that evil loves to dwell in little innocent Easter baskets? Indigenous, this non-repetitive, strict form, edited predator under the sun whose quest has just begun. Whether it's you, me, him, or I, we all hold different positions in God's eternal eye. I manipulate the many manicured specimens who walk this earth, properly liquid with their regimen since birth. Why do we search for tomorrow when we can live for the day? Just sleep then awake, just sleep then awake. Caught me off guard on my left foot, which is weaker than four boots stuck together to get in gear with the latest quitter. Failure, don't give her your better half of you, but we have to do what outcomes lead to. Dazed and confused, gracing shadow casters until humans feel used. Ultimate foul interruption, I am not amused, for my function was not to breed featherless birds in place of intuition. That mission's aborted. Fools take that path of least resistance as I short circuit your excuses. For instance, watch us cease was conscious in desperate need of slaughtering, soldering abundance. Miserable souls stroll through shallow echoes of consciousness, so let go of them monstrous visions involving tomorrow. Supposedly petrified characters collapse in the midst of eternity, no longer edified by truth, but thrown into the portal of seclusion, undermined by the mastermind who knows the conclusion of a not so natural life. Teleporter, we can elevate quietly, no need for frustration, bitterness, and anxiety, cause patience is the ultimate necessity, you best believe. How does one predict an unpredictable predicament? Tell me how, tell me how, tell me how.
I'm competitive in a comparable stable that able to create an incredible overpowering plot. Thoughts are downloaded by my computerized mind. I'm triggered with the weather. I'm a whereabouts of all the hologram type sites. Psychedelic mind was makes my psyche seem somewhat psychotic. Robotic as well. Show my physical shell shed. My brain need not to perish with the rubbish. Just then transfer to a transplant. I'm planning to place my brain in between time and space.
Feast upon the concept of an imagined pregnant feminine beast of burden, burning a precious life away. The flesh is horrible. The fetus croaks to an overload of cigarette and beady smoke. No sorrow, but weed and coke and dope and wine and beer. The open mind steer herself in the right direction and use the right protection and abuse. I develop a temple within your own temple and plummet into a lake of fire. In other words, an everlasting scenery of agony and misery. No pain or guilt was felt. No sacrificial intentions or inhibitions were thought of for the word stop was mentioned abroad to be caught up in the mix of darkness, of quick fix of death, depicts the
When the heart's full, the mouth shuts automatically. Suppose all aesthetic be synthetically manifested, and that we never rested. Full of caffeine, smoking butts, nicotine, chugging bottles, Bailey's cream, chopped, raised, American dream, schoolwork being money seen as gleams of sunshine. One day we'll find on. For now we're sucking cheap on Mr. Rossi Divine, as we call another mind to sing each comrade in fear. Bloody complexions dear, disguise our protection, the word of never affection. Struggle Hamburger Hill, loss of syntax, time to pay bills, never relax, just cheap thrills and payback. World of social, economical, cloned individuals, blue collar days, mechanical ways, universally, white collar, ruling each society like government technology to advancement. Independent humans could not expand. Disease infested chemical wasteland. Prepare for combat, protect, I'll let you know like it fit my word to remain fertile. Reproduction, brother, get the introduction. Neila searching to balance life's function. Incomprehension, stirs on more detention. Names still never mentioned, but go to ascension. For the sake of people watching, unveiling the hidden passageway found through casual talking, where some are more peculiar than others, but all of them are secretly my teachers. To the baby smile up to grandma's pout of distaste, you are not holding together my ever-expanding life collage and pace. Equally important as my road takes the cross, the busy corner as the next crank gets bumped over. Only one component of this environmental toss, counterproductive culture Please add water here. Slip on the cascade made up of strangers. Strangers differ, deceitful mouths, and try to keep your head clear. What a natural disaster when our ensemble greets desertion. For this, I keep on moving, cutting off heads to remain open.
Every time I look around, I wonder what's really going on in this infinite minute man. Gotta have an nowadays and age with DNA and CDA's being who's to lay, who's to lay, who's to say, who's to blame for the slain man laying flat on his face, way back from my state to avoid dismay. Alone I say, deserted, serving assorted, facts you heard it, the word of mouth I've learned about, flies from a hideaway.
Deserted ensembles cast the soul away.
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 Open wide, thinking of romantic creativity, you're gonna expand your mind now up inside. So when I enter into the other side, as we discover the musical avenue, travel through artistic boulevards and beat streets, where many individuals face TV for the rain of the daily acid dosage. Take a trip to a desolate planetary zone unknown to the people of the earth. We unclone various forms of life, mortals as well as elegants. Dwell with us to an ancient cosmic temple built on sacred grounds. Electronic meets organic, coincided provided the sacred sounds. Vacant bound, four-dimensionally formulated by the energies will take it now. Let's return to a natural origin. What do you know? We're naked now, laced with style, rapping and doing our dances, dancing around the moon, burning the American flag and a big fat blunt to the head, teleporting to the red space.
Gathering stones in the night of endless pieces, made it more than a day of dreams, and they decided we resided somewhere nowhere near the vacant part of the sun. So, part of my mood, I'm in a roof state of mind and an infinite quest. Let's try to look for my band, or simply take my step instead.
Deserted ensembles cast the soul